Hey crypto friends, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today guys, I'm going to show you 5 different Cardano ecosystem projects with actual 100x potential in the long term, you guys. Now, obviously guys, these coins that I want to show you today, they are not guaranteed to do 100x, but based off of factual evidence and based off of history, we can definitely assume that they will eventually go to 100x at some point in time, okay? And you guys, obviously numbers don't lie, and you guys, since the Cardano ecosystem as a whole is continuing to grow more and more in the long term, we can definitely expect that a lot of these Cardano ecosystem projects are going to grow with it in the long term. So guys, let's take a look at some of these projects, all right? So the first one I'm going to show you today is going to be World Mobile Token, okay? So let's check this out real quick, you guys, all right? So obviously we have no idea what the, circulating supply is going to be in the long term, but what we can say, you guys, is we can tell you that, or we can see here that, obviously you guys, in the long term, projects like this will go up in the long term. So let's check this out, all right? Now, I originally said 100x for these coins, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go based off of where the prices are currently right now at the time of me filming this video, all right? So if we take 0.21 and we go ahead and multiply it by 100, we are going to have a $21 World Mobile Token, okay, which would be pretty nuts, all right? So if we take $21, you guys, and we go ahead and multiply it by the circulating supply, now again, you guys, depending on how long this takes, depending on how long it takes to reach these levels, for all we know, you guys, circulating supply at that point in time is going to be double where it's at right now. We just don't know. So if it is double where it's at right now, then we're just going to go ahead and take that number, or let's just go ahead and take, instead of 243 million, we're just going to go ahead and multiply it by like 500 million, okay? Just to be safe rather than sorry, okay? Now, again, you guys, I know there's going to be a lot of you in the comments that are going to be all, stingy, and you're going to sit there and be like, oh, but how do you know? You don't know that. You're just making stuff up. Well, yeah, of course I'm making stuff up because I'm not a magician and I can't see the future. None of us can, okay? That's the point of these videos, okay? This is just me giving my opinion, which there's nothing wrong with it because everybody else does. So, guys, if we take it and multiply it by 500 million instead of that, so we are going to get it at, it would have roughly a $10.5 billion market cap, which, to be honest, you guys, realistically, in the long term, in the grand scheme of things, when these projects start to grow more and more in the long term here, you guys, it's not going to be unheard of to see projects like these at market cap levels of $10.5 billion in the long term. I mean, you guys, we saw Bitcoin at over $1 trillion at one point in time, okay? So just because we're in a bear market right now does not mean that in the long term, in future bull markets, maybe 1, 2, or 3 bull markets from now, these coins, could be at those types of levels in the long term. You just never know. So realistically here, you guys, a $10.5 billion market cap is not unheard of for a coin like this, all right? I mean, shit, you guys, we've got Dogecoin. We've got Dogecoin sitting at $9 billion right now. Whoever thought a coin like Dogecoin would be sitting at that, kind of market cap? Nobody thought that in 2017. Nobody thought that would have happened. So, it just goes to show you guys, it can happen, okay? Anything is possible in this market. We all know that, all right? So realistically, you guys, again, 10.5 billion, that's a very small number. That can definitely happen in the long term. It's definitely possible, okay? It's definitely not something that's out of this world or anything like that, all right? So realistically here, you guys, long term, this token definitely has the chance to do 100x, no problem whatsoever, all right? So we'll move on to the next one. The next one I've got for you is going to be Revudo, okay? Or the Revo token, okay? So realistically here, if we were to go ahead and multiply this by 100, you guys, we would obviously get, 0.045 multiplied by 100, and we get a price of $4.50, all right? Now, if we go ahead and multiply this one, you guys, by, circulating supply again, now, obviously here, you guys, I'm not going to use the circulating supply here. Realistically here, I'm actually going to use the MEXC supply for coins like these because, again, you guys, this is all based on self-reported data. Nobody really knows exactly what the exact numbers are, and it is got a very small market cap right now. So realistically here, you guys, nobody really knows what the actual set in stone hard numbers are, okay? So we're going to go ahead and multiply this by the actual max supply and see what happens, okay? So even if it does reach max supply, you guys, let's see what the market cap would be. So if we reach max supply, and at max supply at a price of $4.50, we'd have roughly a market cap of $1.26 billion, you guys, which is a very, very small market cap still. Okay, so realistically here, you guys, this project definitely has a chance to 100x no problem, especially as the whole Cardano ecosystem grows as a whole in the long term, okay? So realistically, again, you guys, Revuto definitely has a chance to easily 100x in the long term. So next up, you guys, we are going to look at 8x, okay? So 8x is a very popular one on the Cardano ecosystem. And if we go ahead and take its current price right now, it's 0.063, and go ahead and multiply it by 100, we are going to get a $6.30 8x coin, all right? So if we go ahead and take that and we were to go ahead and multiply it by its max supply, so we got 100 million, and we are going to come out with a market cap of $630 million, you guys, which again is a very small market cap. To be honest with you guys, 8x has the chance to do 200x, maybe even 300x in the long term. I mean, realistically here, I mean, I hate to be, you know, I mean, I hate to jump to conclusions here, but I mean, realistically, you guys, I mean, we're looking at a very small market cap of $630 million at max supply if it did a 100x, okay? So realistically here, you guys, 8x definitely has the opportunity to easily do 100x in the long term. So this is a damn good project to hold for the long term, you guys. All right, so next up, we are going to look at MELD, okay? So if we were to take MELD 0.030 and go ahead and multiply by 100, we're going to come out with a $3 MELD token, all right? So if we go ahead and do that, you guys, and we're going to do the same thing, obviously, multiply it by 4 billion tokens. Obviously, everybody can do math. We already know what that's going to come out to. It's probably going to come out to, I think, $1.2 billion or something like that. I don't know. I could be wrong. No, $12 billion, 1,000 million billion. Okay, so MELD could come out to $12 billion, all right? So here's the thing, you guys. Realistically here, in the long term, this is a this is a pretty high one, okay? So realistically here, this one may not have the potential to go that high, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities, realistically. It doesn't have as much potential as World Mobile Token does, or Revuto, or 8x, but it definitely still is within the realm of possibilities to happen at some point in time in the long term, you guys. But if it doesn't reach that price, or reach a price like that by the time it hits max supply, let's say it's only at half supply when that happens. So if we were to do it by 2 instead, it would come out to 2 billion max supply instead. It'd come out to roughly a $6 billion, market cap, which would be, roughly, you guys, that would definitely be doable. I could definitely see something like that happening. But if it were to happen, when it goes, when it's already at, a full max supply, it would come out to a market cap of roughly $12 billion. I just can't see that amount of money flowing into a project like this, within a 5 to 10 year span. I just personally don't see it. But again, you guys, it definitely could happen, and it's not out of the realm of possibilities. Again, we go back to the Dogecoin thing. We've seen crazier things happen in this market. It definitely could happen at some point in time. You just never know. And the Cardano ecosystem, you guys, it's continuing to grow more and more on a daily basis. Especially in the next bull run, you guys, as more projects start to build on Cardano ecosystem, more people start using projects on the Cardano ecosystem, it's all just going to grow more and more and more, you guys, as more money flows into the market. So realistically, I do personally think it has the potential to reach that, but it is going to be a lot tougher to reach than, all these other projects that I'm showing you as well. So guys, next up, the last one I've got for you guys that I'm going to show you is going to be Ardana, okay, or Ardana. So if we go ahead and take this one and go ahead and multiply it, it's 0.2399. I'm just going to go with 0.24. So if we go and take 0.24 and go ahead and multiply by 100, you guys, we are going to come out with a $24 Dana token. All right. So if we go ahead and multiply this, you guys, by its max supply, 125 million. So we go ahead and multiply by 125, followed by 6 zeros. We get a market cap of roughly $3 billion, you guys. So again, we're right in that level of, realm of possibilities, you guys. Easily has a chance to reach market cap levels of $3 billion at some point in the time in the long run. So realistically here, you guys, I just showed you 5 awesome Cardano ecosystem coins that can easily do 100x in the long term. I mean, I just showed you the math right in front of your face. So realistically here, you guys, these all definitely have the potential. It's just a matter of, when, okay? I mean, I know everybody is really, everybody just wants to get rich quick. That's all everybody wants to do. But if you are a long-term investor like myself, you will know that, if you put your money into something and hold on to it for the long term, especially especially something that's promising or something that, you know, has a very good solid chance at giving you some pretty damn good, decent returns in the long run, you will do well, very well in the long term here, you guys. So realistically, you guys, all it takes is to be patient, okay? I'm not saying any of these coins are going to 100x in 6 months. I'm not even saying that they're going to 100x in 1 year from now. I'm saying at some point in the time in the future, I see no reason why these projects can't do a 100x within the long-term future here, you guys. So overall here, you guys, if you guys have any questions about any of these projects or anything like that whatsoever, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter. I have no problem answering your questions or, just starting a conversation with you. But overall here, you guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So I will go ahead and wrap this one up. But again, guys, before you guys leave, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my future videos or chatting with me here on Twitter.